From the New York Times to specialized news outlets like The Street, financial headlines were grim after the government said only 20,000 new jobs were created last month. It's a cautionary tale of how misperceptions spread almost instantly, causing mass confusion about money matters. The bad surprise that just 20,000 jobs were added to the economy in February was probably caused by an aberration, literally as likely to occur as bad weather. The blue bars indicate the sharp drop in new job creation occurred largely because of a plunge in construction jobs. Construction hiring plunged due to unusually bad weather across the country. This triggered headlines of an economic storm where the problem was really just a bad spell of stormy weather. Meanwhile, average hourly earnings for blue-collar workers rose by 1.7% in the 12 months through December and by 11.6% in the 10 years through 2018. To be clear, in the last decade, blue-collar Americans saw an 11.6 gain in real purchasing power. When you include managers and white-collar employees, real hourly earnings of all U.S. employees was up 11.5% in the decade, as blue-collar workers actually saw slightly larger wage gains over the past decade than the average American worker, debunking the myth that blue-collar workers have trailed other Americans in wage gains. Real wage gains are a promising sign because the American consumer is responsible for 70% of U.S. economic activity, and real wage gains translate into increased spending, which drives growth and progress. While the statistical aberration in the jobs data caused confusion, strong growth in productivity went almost unnoticed. This data extended an important fundamental economic trend that's been unfolding over the last 3 years. Productivity increased by 1.9% in the final quarter of 2018. That was down from 2.8% in the third quarter of 2018, but still nearly twice the 1% rate of productivity growth averaged annually in the 5 years through December 2018. Productivity gains directly offset inflation, so real wages rise with rising inflation fears. While mass media can cause mass confusion on money matters, the productivity story puts the economy on a long-term growth path.